Good morning, children. Now, today we are going to start with the next chapter of class 11, that is periodic classification. Okay, so we will be beginning with the modern periodic law. But how exactly it was? Actually, before that, there were many models, many different forms of the periodic table were given: Daubernier's triad, Newland's law of octave, Laudermeyer's curve, Mendeleev periodic table. So till then, the basis of the classification was atomic weight. But of course, there were some drawbacks of that. So the another form was given where the basis changed. How did the base change? Base basically changed by the experiment which was performed by Henry Moseley. Actually, he was working on X-ray. So different elements, he observed what is the frequency of the X-ray given. So each element gives out the characteristic frequency of the X-rays. So he observed that the frequency root was found to be equal to it was found to be dependent upon the atomic number, and atomic number is nothing but the number of proton. So when he found that the different elements are having they are giving out the X-ray, it was the experiment of X-rays. So he found that the different elements give out the X-rays whose frequency, root of that frequency, is dependent upon the atomic number, that is the number of the proton. So he changed the basis. He changed the basis to atomic number rather than atomic weight. So he introduced, a long form of periodic table that we deal with these days, long form of periodic table. Actually, in this again the major contribution was of Bohr and Moseley, but apart from that, Bury and many other scientists were involved. Though we consider mainly, these two. Okay, now let us see what exactly is that long form of the periodic table. I hope this is clear first. Okay, now like the other laws, they other classifications were based on some law. Even this particular classification, that is long form of the classification, was based on the law. It was based upon modern periodic law. Now, same way as the Mendeleev periodic law was defined, this was also stated. So what was the statement? The statement for this law was the physical and chemical properties, the physical and the chemical properties of the elements are periodic function of atomic number. Let us understand what does this mean. Physical and chemical properties. He studied that the physical and chemical properties of various elements which are there in the periodic table are periodic function of atomic number. Means periodic function means now after some atomic numbers the properties were found to be same. Okay, the physical and chemical properties are periodic function of the atomic number. Means as the atomic number, these elements are arranged in the increasing order of the atomic number, and after certain atomic numbers the elements were found to have, that means after some periodic interval, we can say after some periodic interval the elements were found to have this similarity in the properties. Okay, what similarity in the properties, what exactly we are talking about, we will consider when we are talking about the periodicity. Periodicity means the the periodic properties which we are going to discuss about it. Okay, now let us see what is the modern periodic table. Now actually let me just give you a brief idea about, in the modern periodic table there were 18 vertical columns. Actually, till Mendeleev, they were saying as A, B, each group were divided into A and B. Now he just removed all that and he said that 18 vertical columns are there. And he called these columns as groups. He called these as groups. And there were seven horizontal rows. And he called these rows as periods. There were 7 periods in the periodic table. Okay. Now further, of course, we will be discussing about what each group. Some groups are given names. Okay. So I have drawn the periodic table. Let us see this for you. Yeah. This is the long form of the periodic table. Now how they are, numbered. Let us write the numbers first. Okay. So this is group 1. This is group 2. You may find some gap over here. Actually, let me number it. Then I will come back to it why there is a gap. Third, this is fourth, this is fifth, sixth, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Then you have 13, you have 14, 15, 16, 17 and 18. These are the 18 groups. Okay, I'll just shift it little above so that all groups and all periods are visible to you. Yeah. Now, why like that? Let me see here. See, you have the first element placed in the first group. The second element is not placed here. The second element is placed here. That means there will be a gap here. This is not there. This is actually a mistake. One and then second one. Then third atomic number comes here. Fourth. Then again this is not filled. Why exactly this is not filled? This is also very much related to that Euler's diagram or Aufbau's principle, where we were discussing that the s orbital is present, s subshell is present in the first shell, and in the second shell you have s and p. In the third shell you have s, p, d. But D, when we write the configuration, you must have seen in potassium and the fourth period elements that if the valence shell is 4, the 3D was getting filled. That is the penultimate. We will be introducing these terms. Just see, we will write the elements first, right? You have the first element here as hydrogen. And the next element you have atomic number as helium here too. When you are learning, actually I will suggest you should be knowing the elements also, because when you are writing, when you are appearing for competitive exams, you have many questions where we should be knowing the atomic number, the location of the elements in the periodic table. Okay, you can form some mnemonics on your own to learn it. Okay, like the first one, you have hydrogen, potassium, sodium, potassium. Let me write it, then I'll tell you how to remember it. Okay, like children form some mnemonics on their own. You have to, certain elements, these you'll be learning as group wise, some you'll be learning as the row wise. Okay, so like that children form like hi, Leena, K, Rab, Se, Faryad. That depends on you how you're forming it. Okay. Then next one, this is atomic number 1, atomic number 2, atomic number 3. Now 4 will come here. So you have here beryllium. Children learn this like beta, mange, car, santro, bap, razi, something like that you can form. Okay, so all I will not be able to share with you, but at least to have an idea, I am discussing few with you. So these two you will learn like this. Then you will learn these, right? So you have here okay, these are also there, but they were discovered later on. Okay, so till here I am writing as of now. So children learn like this as bangan, aloo, gajar, in, tel. Again, it is up to you to learn. Then you have chemistry. Sir gives sun ki problems. Doesn't sound good, but just for learning we have formed some mnemonics, right? Then you have the next series as nitrogen, phosphorus, arsenic, antimony. You have bismuth, Nana Patekar, Asrani, Sab Bimar, like that. I have learnt it. This is sulfur. Se tipo. Children learn like this. Usse tipo. Then you have here fancy clothes of bride, invite, attention. Of course, these are not the names. The names are different, right? So it is helium, neon, argon, krypton, xenon, radon, right? These are the elements. Now you will be learning them. This is boron, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine, neon, aluminium, silicon, phosphorus, sulfur. It is sulfur, children, that by mistake. Chlorine, argon, gallium, germanium, arsenic, selenium, bromine, krypton, indium, tin, antimony, tellurium, iodine, xenon, thallium, lead, bismuth. This is PO, polonium, astatine, radon. These you will be learning like this. Okay, these you have to learn like this. This is now what? Scandium, copper, zinc. I have formed some sequence. Secunderabad TV Corporation, manufacturing, Ficoni, copper, zinc. Whatever way you want to learn. Then you have here ya, zar, nab, mo, tak, ru, reh, pad, ag, sad. Anyway, you can form. Ta, va, os, ir, pat. These elements I have learned. Okay, we should be knowing their positions. Now, what is the basic idea about learning them? See, sometimes you're asked to compare the size, the ionization energy, and different periodic properties. That time we should be knowing. Secondly, which configuration, which block element they are. Idea about atomic numbers also we should be having. So I will tell you, first thing is we should be knowing their magic numbers. Now, what is a magic number? Magic number is 2, 8, 8, 18, 18, 32. Now, what do we mean by this magic number? Now, if I know the atomic numbers of these are very much useful for first and the last one. Like you have this atomic number as 1, right? This atomic number will be add 2 to it. Add 2 to it, that means 3. Now you add 8 to this 3. 11 is the atomic number of this. And again you add 8 to this. So 2, 8, 8. Now you again add 18 to this. Right? So now again you will add 18 to this, means you are having 37 atomic number. Then you add again 18 to this, you will have 55 atomic number. Again you are now 32 to this. 32 when you add it is 87. Yeah. So these atomic numbers we know. So if we know these atomic numbers, we can find the position of the other atomic number also. Right? So same way here you have. So if we know this atomic number, we know helium is 2. So now for this, we will not add 2 because 2 is the first one now. So from this, it is 8 onwards we will be adding here. When you add 8 to this, it becomes 10. Then you add again 8. It becomes 18. Then you add 18 to this. It will be 36. Now again you add 18 to this. It will be 54. Now you add again to this 32. 32 means now it will be 80, 86. Got it? Now suppose I give any one atomic number, say 60 or maybe say 41. What is the position of the element in the periodic table? Means we should be knowing which group, which block, which period the element is present in. But so far I have not talked about block. Now for that, you see, there are 4 blocks in the periodic table. There are 4 blocks. Now let me write in this and explain. See here. Yeah, see, in the S block you have 2 groups, 1 and 2. In P block you have 6 groups. Which groups? You have 13 to 18 groups. Then in D block you have 3 to 12. That is 10 groups. In F block is separate, that is present at the bottom of the periodic table. Okay, so that you have an idea depending upon which orbital is being filled. Okay, so now that means these two lie in the S block. These two are S block, right? These two are S block. From 3 to 12, this is D block. So you will have 10, because we know the S orbital has the maximum capacity of 10. P has the maximum capacity of 6. So there will be 6 groups in the P block. So 13 to 18, these are all P block elements. You can also say on the basis of their configuration that which orbital is being filled. Right? Let us write the atomic numbers first for all. We know this is 3. So this will be 4. This is 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Like now you have this 11. This will be 12. This is 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Right? And with the blue color I am writing the atomic number. This black color one, if you want, I'll circle it. These circled ones are, the group. These are the group numbers. Okay, so that you do not get confused. Now children, here 20. Atomic number 20. This is 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. I am writing till 36 so that you have an idea of what exactly we are doing. 33, 34, 35, 36. 37 you can count here all, you will be getting till 54. Here again you will have some issues. See here, what issue? 55. This is 56. You have this as 57. Then you might think we do not have so many elements. How come we are going up till 86? For that, you see now, I'm just bringing it here. This is 72. Where is this gap? This gap is present down. You have from 58 to 71. These elements we need not remember to that extent because we do not have much of it. Yes, so this is that particular block in which F is being filled. This is called as 4F series. 4F series. Again you will have 72, then 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, you have 89. Okay, you will have 89. Then you will have here 104. You will again have that 90, 90 to 103 separately placed at the bottom as 5F series, in which 5F orbital is being filled. That means you have this 4F and 5F as F block elements. Now F block element, these are children F block elements. F block elements are those in which the F orbital is being filled. F orbital is being filled in them. Okay. Now F block mein there are 14. 14 means if you see there will be 14, like this. That means from here 57 to this 7, that means 58 to 71. There are 14 elements present here. All F block, whether 4F or 5F, all are considered to be there present in group 3. They are, so any atomic number is asked somewhere in between 58 to 71 or 90 to 103, you will consider them in third group. You will consider them in F block. Okay, which period? 58 to 71. These are also called as lanthanides. These are also called as lanthanides. Lanthanides are, present in which period? Sixth period. If I see, the period, if I am writing here, you can just see this is first period. With the red pen, I'll write the period. This is first period. This is second. This one is third, right? This is fourth period. This is fifth period. This is sixth period. This is seventh period. So which period is lanthanide present in? Lanthanide is present in sixth period. That is 58 to 71. Actinide is present in seventh period. Did you follow this? Okay. So this is regarding the F block. So what is F block? These 58 to 71. This is there in sixth period. Third group, F block. Any atomic number coming in this range will be considered here. 90 to 103 will be 7th period. It is third group and it is F block. Okay, this is also called as actinides, the lower one. That means 90 to 103. These are also termed as actinides. So this part separately you have drawn. They are placed at the bottom. 14 lanthanides and 14 actinides are present in the periodic table. Till here it is clear. Okay, now let us consider. Yeah, now this part, if you see the configuration wise, the first group will have S1 configuration, valence shell configuration. If you see, it will be S1. This will be S2. Okay, likewise in the P block, it will be, this is filled and then the P is filled. So you will have NS2 and NP1, 2, NP1, NP2, NP3, NP4, NP5, NP6. Of course, separately in the classifications also we will be considering their configurations, but just to have an idea. So again I am repeating, group 1 and 2 S block, group 13 to 18 P block, right? Let me write here. This is S block. From here to here it is D block. From here to here it is P block. This is P block. Okay. Now further, now in case sometimes you are given like this, any atomic number is given and you are asked to find out what will be the position of this atomic number in the periodic table. So what you will do, you know the range of the atomic numbers present in each period, right? Like first 1 to 2 lies in first period. Yes or no? 1 to 2 lies in the first period. 3 to 10 lies in the second period. 11 to 18, third period. 19 to 36, fourth period. 37 to 54, fifth period. 55 to 86, sixth period. 87 to the last element, we can say here it is 120. 18, sorry, 118. It is 118. Okay, 118. Till here also elements are actually known. Their names have been given offline. Okay, now you can either write down separately, what is the range of the elements, the atomic numbers. 1 to 2 atomic number lies in which period? This is atomic number, this is the period. Okay, this is Z. Which period? This will be in the first period, right? Then you have 3 to 10. 3 to 10 lies in second period. Then you have 11 to 18. 18 lies in third period, right? 19 to what we said? 19 to 36. 19 to 36 lies in the fourth period, right? Then you have 37 to 54 lies in fifth period. Okay, then you have 55 to the last element 86 lies in sixth period. Then you have 87 to 118, this lies in the seventh period. Okay, you have idea about groups. Group, that is 1 and 2 group in S block, 3 to 12 in D block, 13 to 18 in P block, And separately we know the atomic numbers of lanthanides and actinides, 58 to 71 in lanthanides, that is 6th period, and then you have here 90 to 103 lying in actinides, that is 7th period. So any atomic number is given, you will be able to find out what will be the position of that particular element in the periodic table. Let us take 2-3 examples. Okay, let us see. Suppose you have 73, atomic number 73. First thing is you identify which period will it lie in. Okay, just now I gave you this range. So with that 73, you can note it down so that I need not turn the page again and again. Yes. Now let us see 73. 73 lies in which period? We know it is lying in 6th period. Right? It is lying in 6th period. 6th period, and then we will see till 72. If you know it was in so 73, if we check, you are getting 5th group. Okay. Period first we check 6th period. 6th period में you can count that 6th period में atomic number 73 where it will come. You can check here. You have here 71, then 72, then this will be 73. So till here it is, right? Next, you have 100. 100 atomic number. 100 atomic number in this only actinides में you are getting. Right, 90 to 103 was in actinide, and actinide is lying in which period? It is in the 7th period. Yes, so 7th period means we know it is F block, and for F block we know the group is always 3. 59 again is coming in that column of actinide, lanthanides was 58 to 71. So you are having this in 6th period, F block and 3rd. Right? Now 31 atomic number, you check which range 31 atomic number comes in, which range. 19 to 36 was the atomic number range for 31 atomic number. That means it is lying in 4th period. 31 will be lying in 4th period, right? And then 4th period means it is 31. Yeah, so group, if you check it accordingly, you are getting 13 group and P block. How? You can check here. We know the range 31. 31 means the last element is 36, right? 36, so you can do the back counting. Or we know 30 atomic number that we have already done, that is group 12. Group 12 means 13 will be here, right? Next one, 44 atomic number. Check the range first. 44 lies in the which range? We have done just now. See, 44 lies in which range? 44 lies in this range. That means 5th period. So we know it is lying in 5th period, right? 5th period. And what is this 5th period? You can check here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is the 5th period. So 44. From here you can check, or it is beginning from where? Atomic number 37. You can count from there 37. So you will get the answer as 8th group, and you will get here D block. Is it clear? Yes. So please practice it, and if still you did not follow, you can just, any doubts are there, post it in the comments, and if you like it, you can subscribe the channel. Thank you.